I'm with one of the real characters of the industry now, Paul Benson from Consolidate Turf Health Solutions. New name, I've got it right, didn't I? Yeah. But certainly not new to the industry. It's 20 years this year, Paul.
It's 20 years, yeah, been around a long, long time. It feels like a lot longer than 20 years. But yeah, we're kind of like, you know, we're an old company, we're in the industry, been here a long time. I still feel as though we're only starting business, really. It's like, it's kind of like a fresh start. It's we've always kind of like been in the background as a business in the industry. Right now, we're kind of like, we're looking at expanding, we're looking at a new website. We're taking people on, we're looking at different ideas, there's new innovations. There's lots of things going on. Apart from parties, we should be having more parties, Martin. It's like, you know,
if you can't have one after 20 years,
like
yeah?
20 years, yeah. The lads are trying to drag me into a party.
I bet they are.
If they arrange it, I'll pay for it.
All right, okay.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
20 years ago, when you first took the steps, I mean, I remember you telling me a story about being in a queue for a flight and somebody phoned you and said, oh, your product's in somewhere, and it turned out to be Wembley, and it was like, what? It
was Wembley, yeah. It's, so I'll be careful not to mention too many names, but yeah, I mean, when I came into the industry, I solved a problem for PSD, so that was John Acker at the time.
Yeah.
He was doing some work down at PSD, for PSD down at Wembley, and yeah, I was hiding in the background just in the industry, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to get into it or not, but John kept moidering, so eventually sort of like chatted. He said, can you help me with a problem that I've got in the south? So I said, yeah, I'll help you, John. He asked me to send a sample to Hertfordshire.
What, a little bottle or something?
Well, about 200 litres. It's like 200 litres. So, unbeknownst to me, the sample was for Wembley at the time.
Right.
So yeah, I was flying out of the country, going to Houston in Texas. John rang me while I was actually in the queue, and he was kind of like, he'd not told me that I was going to Wembley, so I was kind of just talking about where this sample's going, everything else, and he was saying that you are aware of where it's going, Paul, aren't you? I was like, no idea, John. It's like, I've just sent it to this place in Hertfordshire, and it's kind of like, that's the end of it, really. So he said, well, it's actually going to Wembley, and at the time I was kind of like, okay, so I've done nothing in the industry at all. I mean, Preston North End, all right, Pete, it'd have been like the pinnacle, really, and so I was like, right, so it's going into Wembley, John. And I remember like being on the phone, with my phone and by my ear, and it's kind of like, yeah, Wembley. It's like, so Wembley what, John? And he was kind of like, well, Wembley. I was like, yeah, but we're in Wembley. And he's going like, no, Wembley, Paul. I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. He said, you know the National Stadium with like the Twin Towers? And I'm like, yeah. He's like,
is it near there? Yes.
He's like, what, you putting my products on Wembley Stadium? And he was like, yeah. So I had to come out of the queue at that point, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, blimey, this has just changed things now. It's kind of like,
got real.
You know,
Yeah.
I put it on a few people's gardens around the town and everything, like, you know what I mean? It's like,
yes.
but we just had that point where like David Beckham had sort of like just there'd been an effigy of him because he kicked Simeone, and like, so all the England fans were like absolutely crazy. So we sort of so I'm just thinking like, so I went to America, and these I mean, I was going to an important conference at the time, and which I used to do all the time, to like talk to like people in nutrition and get ideas from around the world. So there was a big conference there. And I didn't learn anything. I didn't speak to anybody that day. I just spent 4 days in this fancy Hilton hotel, just like pacing up and down, thinking like, what is happening with that product? So, yeah, I mean, it's a good story, but it was very scary at the time. But that's how I came into the industry. So we did solve the problem for PSD down at Wembley. And then after that, subsequently, they started taking us into other national stadiums, and that's how we started. So most people would sort of, as I say, it would have been nice to just have started nice and slowly. But I must say that the person that really got me into the industry was Keith Porter up at Lee Sports Village.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy that I'd actually given my product to trial, because he'd moided me, and he's the one who did moided me to like give it as a trial to John. So big shout out to Keith.
Yeah.
And it's so he's the star really.
So
I've done all the hard work, by the way.
But he opened the door for you.
But Keith got me in.
You seem to have a very different attitude as a business and a businessman to how you work with people. It's not hard sell. It's very much a relationship, and you seem to be there for people.
Yeah.
And that seems to show that they stick with you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's all our customers to me and to our family. I mean, we have a family business. There's around about 5 or 6 of us that work in there. I've got grandchildren that are coming through. I wish they'd grow up a little bit quicker because we are busy in that factory. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
cheap labour.
Very cheap labour. Like, a few sweets and a bar of chocolate. We're away.
Couple of sleepover if you work.
But yeah, I mean, basically, we've got that family feel. We always want to. I mean, I always think that the people that we work with become our extended family. We don't really want to just make a deal and just kind of like solve a problem and then we're in and out. It's kind of like we want to build relationships. We want to be around for a long time. It's kind of like we want to be on that journey. I think what we offer is that. Well, I've always had like a knowledge which I've gained over many years on plant physiology, so I can understand how a plant works and I can understand how to manipulate that plant. So we can bring something a little different to the industry there, and obviously it's been successful. I mean, we've been around for 20 years. It's incredible the people that we've worked with. We've got some good lads that work with us now, and that extends out. When I first started this, it just took off like crazy. Yeah. And I felt really guilty for many years because I couldn't get around to see everybody, and I was sending samples out just on the phone in my car, and I was like driving Scotland, Wales, London, all over the show, and just sending samples out from the car because I couldn't physically get down to see the people. And I did that for maybe 7 or 8 years, made quite a bit of money. Then I had a bit of a wobble mentally because I was like absolutely tired. I was probably doing 50,000 miles a year.
Sure.
But then I had to step back then, and then we tried to change Consolidate Turf maybe around 7 or 8 years ago, and that didn't quite work out. So then I built a couple of houses, as you do, because that's what lads want to do, I suppose. And we're very fortunate to be in that position. But now I'm kind of like refreshed and got a great team around me, and I think it's time to push on now. It's a long answer this to your question, isn't it?
No,
have you got many more questions, or am I just like gabbing away?
Yeah, my first point, yeah. So, what's behind the name change then?
Do I really have to answer that one? It's like,
no, if you don't want
to. We're not conventional at all as a business. Yeah. I'm not conventional as a person, but because of...
When you said you had a bit of a mental wobble, were you through it now? That was the thing I was going to say.
I'm never through it. The teachers used to complain about it when I was at school, Martin. You know what I mean? It's like, it's never got any better.
Yeah.
But I had a bit of a mental wobble, and it's kind of like, you just need support, don't you? It's like we had a big business, or relatively big business. There's a lot of revenue, there's a lot of pressure on me, and when I was looking around, it's kind of like there's no sales. It's like there wasn't one person in sales apart from me. So I was doing all the technical, I was doing all the talking, I was doing all the just everything, as you say, wearing different hats. But yeah, it's where we got to now. I've lost myself.
I did ask you about the name change.
Oh,
you didn't want to answer it. You were dodging it.
The name change is simply that I've messed up with ConsolidateTurf.com at the minute.
Right.
And in my haste and not being very good at technical sort of things, I cancelled the subscription to Consolidate Turf.
Someone else has got it.
Which has kind of like gone off into the ether now. Right. And I didn't realise that I'd done that. So we're in the process of negotiating getting Consolidate Turf back.
Right, yeah.
So everybody's emails got kind of messed up. So I've just had to bang the solutions on there as a maybe as an interim thing, because it would be nice just to have a nice, clean, short name.
Yeah.
But here we are. It's like that's just typical of me, really. It's like I'm a little bit.
When I was first finding out about you, and one certain person was explaining what you were like, he said, "This guy is kind of cross between an alchemist and a magician, but it is superb. He's a great guy." I think what has made you different as a company is you, and your attitude around that, and what you've managed to do with this rapid expansion, in my opinion, is you've kept that same feel, because I think you're very careful about the type of people that you employ that you think are going to fit, and that's quite obvious, very relaxed but driven, they all seem to care about what they're doing, but you're not in people's faces banging down doors and kind of like, give me the order.
No, we have to have that family feel, because it is a family business. We're very proud of what we have. The lads don't know it, but they do get vetted. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't think I've made any mistakes yet. We've got a real good team now, and we're not an aggressive company. It's kind of, we've been down that road slightly in the past, and I didn't like it personally, and it's kind of like, so I'm very defensive when I'm talking to the sales guys to say, look, if you're going out, I'd rather you be somebody that somebody's pleased to see, rather than to see you coming in the car park, turning up, and it's kind of like, you see them like backing off, you know, like Homer in that hedge where you see the like gif. So it's like, because I mean, I've got an imaginary crazy mind sometimes. I can just see that people are like, oh my God, he's here again. It's like, has he seen me? That's probably because that's what I do, to be honest. It's like
judge people by your own standards. Paul.
Yeah, it's like, well, when people come into the factory, into the warehouse, it's like, there's always people you want to talk to, and people that you know that you're going to get caught with for quite some time, and it's kind of like, Did you say 10 minutes, Martin?
I did, yeah.
It's like, I bet you're sorry now, aren't you?
No, I'm actually really enjoying this, Paul. Genuinely.
So, go.
So, you've achieved a lot in 20 years, and we'll come back to the 20 years.
Will you stop saying 20 years,
20 years. Well, we had 20 years last year, so.
Yeah, but it's, do you know what? In my mind, I'm still 18. So I struggle. So when people struggle, I struggle when people are saying like things like 20 years. It's like when somebody says, do you remember watching that film? And do you remember when we did that? And that was like 36 years ago. And it's like, holy smokes.
Yeah. And then they turn around and say, no, I wasn't born then.
That's always a bit of a crunch,
So, in the time that you've been around in this industry, you've achieved a hell of a lot, The business has grown. It's not lost that feel. If we look another 20 years down the line, what do you hope Consolidate Turf Health Solutions is like then?
Well, I hope it's Consolidate Turf.
Right.
To start. I think we just want to. We're going to broaden our horizons. We're getting into Europe now. We're looking at places further afield. I mean, I'd like to think that we can create like a nice kind of group of people who have like a similar passion. They're passionate about turf. They're passionate about learning new ideas. Passionate about different solutions. Because it's a great buzz when you're actually. I mean, I was in the pub last night, and there's a Scottish guy there at a big golf course, and his passion was absolutely crazy, because he was saying that, wow, you've got something really special here, and you need to come up and stay with us, and we need to develop this and talk, and that gets my juices flowing. That's my passion. It's kind of, it's like experimentation. It's kind of like, you know, I don't think I had one of them chemistry sets when I was a kid, Martin, like, do you know what I mean? So I'm having to utilise this from a chemistry set. But I'd like to take it into different parts of the world, because I have got that knowledge in the background of like what products do in agriculture. So I know that we can be really successful, sort of like, whether it's warm season, cold season, and I I just want to build something that just feels really good, feels homely. I want to build something which the sales guys can like grow into, and they can like look at different roles and fulfill their sort of purpose and everything, like, you know. So that just gives us a good feeling as a family, that the extended family, if you will, sort of growing with it. I mean, I've made enough money really for me to be satisfied. My family's well sorted now. I'm in a very fortunate position in that respect. So now it's kind of, I mean, I do like a lot of fun. People don't know how to take me sometimes. They can't believe that I'm the boss sometimes, like, you know. I think they expect somebody with a white jacket and specs on and everything,
and hair.
But I could grow my hair and kind of like get this like mad sort of professor flow going on. But I just think that I've lost my flow now. Senior moment. Yeah, it's you know, my dad told me when I was young, said these days will come to you, Paul. Senior moments. Like, and do you know what? I'm 57 now, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I know what you mean now, Dad. It's clever, your dads, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of them.
Yeah,
getting a lot of them.
But yes, I think
You
just
want the family to take it on?
I'd like to think my grandsons will. There's been interesting people buying the business.
Sure, it has, yeah.
And but I'm intrigued by. I've got the feeling of what would the product do in a broader sense, because it's like my baby, if you will. It's like you know, and it's
by broader sense. You mean outside the turf industry, or just in terms of different parts of the world?
Just different parts of the world. Yeah, it's.
Okay.
I mean, my background is sort of like horticulture and agriculture, so I know what the product does in those circumstances. So it's like but the grass. It's like, I mean, it's a great industry. There's lots of characters in this industry. It suits me perfectly, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I can tell jokes, I can be myself. It's like, it's very forgiving. But when you go out into the horticulture or agricultural industry, it's very sort of like stuffy and it's kind of like, you know, it's very awkward, and I don't do well in that. It's like I can get suited and booted, but
you like to have a laugh.
I love a laugh. You know that I love a laugh. It's like, you know, it's.
That's what I like about this industry.
With or without a drink as well. It's like.
But you know, we've been to some nice places with the Turf Summit. You've been a great supporter of ours, but I genuinely feel that there's a lot more going on than you let on with people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you test people sometimes, me in particular.
You
know we're talking about Portugal, but there you go, rocking up and, you know, not telling us, yeah.
Always never my fault, Martin.
Yeah, no, I was always coming. Yeah, okay. But the fact that you got that sense of fun, I think permeates through the guys that you got working with you as well, yeah. And you always say with you rather than for you, don't you? That's an interesting thing.
No. It's they are like really genuine extended families. We care about them. It's like, you know, it's like I know my limitations as a person. I've always been a hard worker. I'm a working class lad, and it's like I've got that ethos, but I know what it's like to burn out as well. So I've spent a lot of time and quite a bit of money recently on learning my limitations and what that's like. So I'm always looking at these lads that are working with us now. I don't want them to burn out. I just want them to I want them to have a lot of purpose, because I think that gives you that get up and go.
Yep.
But I want them to have a great career and a great life, and that's my job really. My job's looking after them now rather than building the business. But by building the business, that's how I will look after them.
Yeah,
because I'll give them the opportunities. So it works hand in hand. I think it's what I'm trying to achieve anyway.
So we look forward to the party. Orlando, I'm hearing, is a popular destination. What do you think?
Well, I'll have to get me Mickey ears or what.
But no, genuinely, keep it going. It's been great.
Martin.
Yeah, and we'll do this again soon. I've been trying to get you on camera for a long time. You know that.
Long time, and you know how shy I am.
Yeah. Bollocks. Thanks again, Paul.
Cheers, Martin. Look after yourself.
Thank you, mate.